On 14th of July, this happened.
These images reportedly show bombardments in a mountainous region and Armenian forces shooting down an Azerbaijani drone. It's the latest escalation in what's been described as the worst outbreak of violence between Armenia and Azerbaijan in 4 years.
Armenian and Azeri forces clashed and ended up killing at least 16 people on either side, including an Azeri general and a civilian. They are fighting over this region, called the Nagorno Karabakh region. This region has been extremely volatile since decades and has faced an intense war between the two countries. Despite signing various ceasefire agreements, they have been broken multiple times by both sides, some within minutes of signing. How did this conflict begin, and will it ever stop? In the early 20th century, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia were part of a larger country called the Transcaucasian Federation. In the aftermath of the World War I, the country broke into modern-day Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan. Soon, the Bolshevik Revolution led to the rise of the Soviet Union. In 1921, the Soviet Union annexed Armenia. To get public support, they promised that Karabakh would be allotted into Armenia along with 2 other regions. The Soviets implemented a policy called the divide and rule, in which 2 states were pitted against each other, ensuring the prevention of uprisings against the Soviet Union. At the same time, Turkey, neighbor to Armenia, were on the brink of being declared a republic with the falling of the Ottoman Empire. Moscow hoped that Turkey, with a little help, would join the Soviets against the Western powers. On July 4, 1921, a committee decided that Karabakh would be integrated into Armenia. But Joseph Stalin intervened the next day and integrated the region into Azerbaijan without a vote to appease Turkey. Azerbaijan is predominantly a Muslim state with 95% of the population following Islam. So in July 1923, the Nagorno Karabakh Autonomous Region was created inside Azerbaijan's borders. The Soviets drew the borders for the region in a strategic way that 94% of region's inhabitants were ethnically Armenian. Over the course of the Soviet rule, tensions between Azeris and Armenians were high, but outright conflict was kept in check. After decades, the Soviet rule started collapsing, and so did the control of the region. Violence started breaking out between the Azeris and the Armenians. In 1988, the Nagorno-Karabakh legislature passed a resolution to join Armenia. This escalated tensions between Armenia and Azerbaijan and led to a full-scale war. Almost 30,000 people lost their lives on both sides, and over 1 million people have been displaced. 3 years later, after the collapse of the USSR, the region officially declared de facto independence from Azerbaijan. Yet, to this day, international governments do not recognize Nagorno-Karabakh as a sovereign state. Not even Armenia, despite being close allies. In the end, in 1994, Russia brokered a ceasefire. Armenia took control over the region and pushed for these areas outside of Karabakh in Azerbaijan, creating a buffer zone that connected Armenia and Karabakh. But even after the ceasefire, dozens of clashes have occurred till today. What further complicates the conflict is the allies of both countries. As a majority Christian country, Armenia is backed by Russia and the West, including the United States, whereas Azerbaijan has close ties with Turkey, as both are majority Muslim countries. Turkey is also a long-time enemy of Armenia and are also in tensions with Russia regarding the Turkey-Syria conflict. Turkey recently announced its support for Azerbaijan with artillery, further fueling the conflict. Although countries like the US, Russia, and France have tried to broker peace in the region, they have been unsuccessful, with the Azeris calling the Minsk Group unfair towards Azerbaijan due to the group's ties with Armenia. As of now, it doesn't look like either side is really serious about creating lasting peace in the region. although the heaviest price is being paid by thousands of civilians in the region.